Griff Hamlin here. In today's lesson, we are going to talk very much about 16th note strumming with the right hand. And the song that I'm going to use to demonstrate this is Mary Had a Little Lamb, as done by Stevie Ray Vaughan. Now, I'm not going to do it exactly, but we'll do it pretty close. And if you want to do it exactly, I'm sure you'll be able to hear the differences. But I really just want to show you how this style of playing works. And of course, from there, you can take it and do with it what you need to do. So where the melody basically comes from, where the riff comes from, is an open E minor blues scale, or open E minor pentatonic scale. So let's go through that really quick. All right, so starting off with the open low E string, 3rd fret on the low E, open 1st and 2nd on the 5th, open 2nd on the 4th, open 2nd, 3rd for the blue note on the 3rd string, open 3rd on the 2nd string, open 3rd on the top string. Now, one thing that's going to happen a lot as well is on the 2nd string, or the 3rd string, I'm sorry, he's going to slide up. We're going to slide from the 2nd to the 4th and kind of put in some notes up here. It's the same note as the open 2nd string, but you can do this kind of a thing. And that's just a common sound. And we'll get to that here in a minute. So to start off with, it's very simple. We're going to start with the 2nd fret of the 5th string, open 4th, 2nd on the 4th, open 5th, 2nd on the 5th, open 5th, open 3rd fret on the 6th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string. One more time. All right. Now, what's going to be really, really critical, and what's going to make this lesson actually useful to you, is if you can count it. And I know I talk about this a lot, but in something like this, it's really, really important. It does not start on beat 1. It's not 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I can't even hardly do that because I know that's not right. If we start it off, it's actually on the and of 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That's really important, so please do that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay? Now, the song is basically in the key of E. Not basically, it is in the key of E. So the first chord you'd think was going to be an E7. He does something that basically turns it into an E7 sharp 9, but pretty much only he plays the 3rd fret barred across the top 2 strings. Okay, so it's just that. Now there's a little bit of overdrive on the tone and stuff, so it kind of rings out a little bit differently. That's pretty much all there is to it. So what's really got to happen, and what's really important, is for you to get the right hand going on, because it breaks down into 16th notes. Okay, the first note is a quarter note, and that's pretty easy. Starting with beat 2, we have 2 E and and that very first little part is probably the thing that'll trip up more people than anything else. So if I put it all together, I'll get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. 2 E and That's, and notice my right hand keeps moving. 2 E, and da. 2 E and da. 3 E and Okay, so you kind of get that movement. Okay? So now to continue with this and to kind of fill it out, so we have that 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2. So there's a lot of empty space in there. If you go back and basically kind of count it just on ands and not the 1 E and 2 E and you get something like, it doesn't really work out because of the very first beat, but past that it goes better. So you got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. So you notice that if I go ahead and keep the right arm moving, I can get all that going on. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Okay? If I speed that up a little bit, it'll make more sense. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Okay, so you can see all of that stuff is in there. But notice that my right hand keeps moving. It's that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And it just keeps going. So it's that same up and down motion all the time. And that's what's so critical about this. If you get that and you can make the right hand keep moving and chugging along through this tune, you'll totally get it. If you can't get the right hand going right, this tune never really sounds quite right. And so hopefully that won't happen. So far we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and... Now we're going to come, so that's open to 2 on the 5th string, hammer on, pluck it twice, open, 3rd on the low string, back to the 2nd fret on the 4th string. And we've got that same strum pattern again. All right, so let's run through the whole thing now. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now, moving into the next section, we kind of got to go back just a little bit. Let's do this last little. This last measure that we just did, so we have that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Again, we have a rest on beat 1 and on and. So I'm going to hammer on from the 2nd to the 4th fret on the 5th string, 2nd fret, 5th fret on the 4th string. Now we're going to do a little what's called a turn. It's a hammer on and a pull off. I call it a tweedly sometimes. So I do 2, 3, 2, open. 1 pick. Look, mono pick, okay? You pretty much can do this all day long anyway. All right, so 2nd fret, hammer on the 4th, 2, 2, 5, 5, turn it around. And then you're going to hit the open A string, all right? So let's put this all together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 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 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. far. Let's go back to the A. I got carried away, but I wanted to kind of put it all in context for you. So this A7 is, I'm just, barring at the 2nd fret across the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. I've got my 3rd finger up here on the top string, 3rd fret. So after, then I have open A, same rhythm, 2E and a 3 and 4 and 1. And now I'm back to the top. And 2E and a 3 and 4 and 1. And then we go through 2nd fret, open, 2nd fret. 2nd fret, 5th string, open 4th string, 2nd fret, 5th string. All right, so let's go back there. I got a little bit carried away. So we just, now we hit that open A, and we have same rhythm, 1 and 2 and 4 and 1. Back to the top. And 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1. Okay, this is going to be open 5th string, hammer onto the 2nd fret, pluck it 2 more times, open 1st, 2nd. And that's beat 1 right there. And as soon as you do that, grab a B7 chord. Because what you're going to do is kind of wait a second and then strike 2 or 3 notes. It's not important which ones exactly. Just get a couple of other notes in there. So B7, in case you don't know this one, 2nd fret on the 5th string, 1st fret on the 4th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, open 2nd string, 2nd fret on the 1st string. So you're going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and in fact the next bar is actually the A is going to kind of jump. It's going to be on the and. So you'll actually have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and that's the A. And then we have a cool little lick. So open 1st string, 3rd fret, open, 3rd fret, 2nd string, pull off to the open, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, slide, 3rd fret, 2nd string, little slide into the 4th again, 2 on the 3rd string still, pull off to open, 2nd fret, 4th string. We have the open E, and you're right back to the top. Okay? So let's put the whole thing together slowly. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 3, and 4, and 1. A little faster. So I know it's a little bit challenging. This is definitely one of the more challenging tunes to play, but I really think there's a lot in there for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and I will talk to you real soon.